Hey, what is up everybody, Blades for here, and today I for you guys another video of Persona 5X here. Inside today's video, guys, we're actually going to be talking about a little bit of I want to say, I guess you'd call it a little bit of an update or patch note, last second patch note here. And this actually has to do with the man Yusuke. Now, as you guys can see by the title here, we are actually going to be going over some Yusuke buffs here that was, I guess, edited in a little bit after the update. Some people had some choice things to say, and the devs actually ended up listening. So of course, as usual, we're gonna go ahead and take a look at this here. But before we get into that, be sure to smack that like button, hit that subscribe button. We are on the track to 3.1K. We're gonna keep on trucking until then. But let's go ahead and take a look at a little bit of the updates here. So Yusuke himself came out, I want to say it was yesterday here on the CN version. He will be out on TW and the other versions, of course, later on. I want to say on at least, is it Wednesday or Thursday? Next Wednesday or Thursday, one of the two here, in which the man is absolutely busted. Okay, we already know he's an AoE defense DPS, just counter attacker. Okay, he is absolutely amazing, but they ended up giving this man even more to just using his kit. Now, so if we go ahead and take a look at my Discord, I have to explain this because some people got confused yesterday. My Discord account here, go ahead and take a look at this here. We get to see that the man actually got a little bit of I want to say just a buff in general here. And this, of course, buff will require you to end up actually having to update the game, of course, restart the client, stuff like that, of course, in which I think they may gave some people some compensation because, of course, this was a inconvenience in general here. But with this, they actually increased the duration of weakness resistance, mental element immunity, and the taunt effect of one of his skills, which is his skill 3 here, called Ginka Zanshin. Now, this move, of course, is now, instead of it being only one turn here, it is now officially 2 turns, allowing him to, of course, have that taunt for 2 turns, which is absolutely insane. Now, this will still keep his cooldown the still same amount of time here, which is amazing here. Now, someone brought this up to my attention. Actually, no, not someone. Tycon right here, which is, of course, you guys already see the name immediately, brought this to my attention, saying you actually can go ahead and do a little bit of some counter spam. So I think it was in my actual Discord here, in which let's go ahead and swap on over here immediately. And yeah, that's what it was. He was talking to a friend immediately, and you can do some nasty things here. So for example, let's say you wanted to go ahead and just what is it called? You wanted to just go ahead and I want to say just spam a little bit, right? You wanted to spam a little bit, and you wanted to just make this an absolute crazy thing, right? Well, the first enemy, right, that you hit, let's say you knock them with a normal counter. His normal counter, as we do know, gives a knockdown, right? Well, then you decide to baton pass to a different enemy who was not, like the 3 people that you ended up hitting, or like the one person you hit knocked down, you gotta, of course, baton pass, right? Well, I want to, of course, knock down everybody to do my all-out attack. Well, let's say you baton pass and you hit that weakness, right? Well, that weakness now, seeing that you're now able to do an all-out attack now, because everyone's knocked down again, everyone's going to be knocked, right? Well, when one of those enemies get up, thanks to this now buffed Yusuke, because remember, we now have the taunt for 2 whole turns, right? Thanks to the now buffed Yusuke, when he does get hit again, which he's going to get hit because he has that counter attack up / the taunt effect, gonna get hit, you will then knock down that enemy with the enhance, of course, which automatically is going to knock down everyone immediately. And you can do another AOA here, which is an all-out attack, and that is actually insane. He brought this to my attention, and I was like, wait a minute, this is kind of dummy, right? This is kind of dummy, especially for a character like this that I already knew he was going to be a little bit busted once they changed him, but I did not think that he would actually be this busted. So this utterly changed the game plan for Yusuke. It makes him even more valuable, of course, here, as we can see, and that is actually insane that he can do this. Now, another thing that, of course, they added here is increasing his base counterattack probability of Dragon Dance now to 65%. So this is at awareness 0, so his passive was a little bit different. I actually want to see if I can find it real fast here. Have to go check around. I can't remember the exact passive bonus. If I'm right, it was actually in here last time I checked here. So if we go ahead and look around, I think we had the actual thing here. Yes, okay. So it would be Dragon Dance, right? So he had the counter attack, which was a fixed chance, but it was like a lower chance than usual. Now it is a 65% chance, which is pretty decent overall. Nothing too crazy. I definitely would like to say, compared to how it was, which I think was like in the 40s, I think now it's 65 now. So that is actually a huge jump. It's actually really nice that he's able to do that counterattack a lot more, which would be absolutely amazing. Now there is an issue that they fixed with his counterattacks, which would not trigger and only do non-hitting skills here. Now it actually, counterattacks will trigger, and in certain non-hit skills, they will actually go ahead and actually trigger on those. Originally, I don't think they weren't triggering on at least non-hit skills. So let's say you get hit with a defense down or something like that, it wasn't triggering. Now they're actually able to trigger. So this overall utterly made Fox absolutely amazing. It made him way more crazy for people to actually pick up here. Now, one thing is, I'm still going to say, right, if we're going back to the Makoto versus Fox thing, Makoto versus Yusuke, you guys already know what I mean by that. Of course, Makoto's the way to go. And if you're free to play, I would definitely say go for Makoto. Make sure you're getting her weapon, make sure you're getting her. That's going to be your main thing to go. Now, of course, if you're free to play who's been saving, you have a little bit for both. I'm gonna straight up say it. You do not need Yusuke's actual 5-star weapon. You can do it with a 4-star weapon. It absolutely is perfectly fine. You do take a little bit of a damage cut, but other than that, it does not change his gameplay drastically. So if you just get Yusuke and you go for his 4-star weapon, you're freaking set. And then you go ahead and go for Makoto on her weapon, boom, you're set. Now, of course, if you're whaling or if you're dolphining, then you can get whatever you want. They're both worth it. But this absolutely makes Yusuke insane, and it's absolutely crazy to see these types of buffs here. So with that being stated here, seeing this is one of the first few buffs that we've gotten in this game, who would you guys like to see get buffed inside the game themselves? I'm actually very interested to see that as well. Will they start buffing other characters and things like that, or fixing other characters that maybe could be a little bit better? Who would you guys like to see get buffed either in the future, or either you want buffed literally right now? Because now with that up in the air, I'm very interested to see what they can actually do here. But till then, everybody, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, smash that like button with your forehead and consider subscribing if you are new. We do daily P5X videos here, or at least we're going to get back on our daily track here. And I got a ton of videos that I'm going to be pre-recording for you guys because there's a lot of content to cover. But till then, everybody, peace out.